I did take a break. You know, I was going through some mental things. I felt a little dark. You know, I went through a little... I went through some anxiety and depression, and I just tried my best to stay strong. That's it.
You know, the public rarely sees this in athletes. They only hear about it. Can you describe what that's like while you're going through it and how you attempt to overcome it?
I don't know, it was just the pressure of life, the pressure of boxing, being a good dad. It's just letting it out right now. I'm just letting it out because it weighed on me for a year and a half. And I know the only way to get better is to fight and to win. I'm a fighter. This is what I do and I love to do. And I know this is how, if you're battling anxiety and depression, you can get over it. This is what I did tonight. I came here and I fought my heart out.
And is it an ongoing process?
I still battle some days. I do battle some days. I have some dark days. But I try my best to stay positive. But I feel good now. As you can see, I gave the fans a great show tonight. Thank you for coming out.
Nigga, you got it, nigga. Don't you break, nigga. Don't you fucking break.
When a man gets up at 4 in the morning to go carry garbage to earn a good wage, he ain't thinking, I'm gonna do this so I can oppress that bitch because she's broke. He's doing it thinking so I can provide for my family, so my woman can stay at home and raise my kids and have nice nails while I'm out here carrying trash. You go to a coal mine, those dudes are not down there thinking about oppressing women. They're down there thinking about providing for women. Now, I'm not saying that there's not bad apples, but in general, us men are prepared to take on more bullshit to protect you than you would possibly believe. The modern world spun that. You women need more money because men make the money and men are in charge and men have the good job. Men are out here giving up their fucking life for you chicks. They're giving up their life for you. And feminism prevents you respecting it.
Exactly.
When I try to talk to like a woman and they tell me, oh, I need you to be a little more assertive or a little more aggressive or a little more of a man, that hits me because I'm like, that's not me.
I would like to know, why aren't you as assertive?
If something truly like hits my soul, I become assertive, but a lot of the times I always just brush things off.
See, it's a big difference between aggression and being assertive.
Yes.
Aggression is power out of control. It's just, if I'm fighting my brother Malik, I'm just hitting him everywhere. Assertiveness is like, no, I'm gonna hit him right here so I can break his jaw. It's direct. I hear that I don't want to be aggressive. That's wise. But not to be assertive when you need to be. You couldn't even protect your family.
How does it feel having heard what he said?
I always connected aggression with assertiveness, but assertiveness is more calculated than aggression.
Yes,
and that's something that I never even thought of.
That's good.
The deepest secrets of female nature. What girls don't want you to know. 1. Girls like toxic men more than nice guys. 2. Girls sleep with men they respect. A girl can hate you with all of her soul. If she respects you, she'll still come over. 3. Girls don't care about your struggles. All they care about is being with a winner. 4. Girls want to enter a high-value man's world and not have to think or worry at all. 5. Girls can move on incredibly quickly. If you think your ex is still thinking of you, think again. 6. Girls do not know what they want. Never take dating advice from a woman. 7. Girls don't care what you do for them. If you want to make a girl like you more, make her do things for you. 8. Girls would rather share a high-value man than have an average guy all to themselves. 9. Girls don't want honest communication. They want competent leadership. 10. Deep down, every girl wants to adore and submit her soul to a high-value man.
Pay attention, and you can learn a lot.
Do you guys think all sports should be gender neutral?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why? Because women deserve equal rights. Equal rights.
You guys think all sports should be gender neutral?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I just think it's fair. A girl could definitely do it.
Women.
The Australian women's national team, who were ranked number 5 in the world at the time, lost 7-0 to a team of 15-year-old boys.
handle the truth.
Reason though, I know you want to minimize it and pretend it's nothing, but
it is nothing. Like, do you hear? This is what I mean when women whine and complain. We live in a civilization that was built by men. You used to need a husband to protect you. Now the government pays you to be a single mother. The government pays you to basically be homeless as a chick. The government pays you to have multiple baby fathers. There's so many incentives. You can get paid to go on OnlyFans. You can get paid to do whatever you want. And on top of that, you don't need to live with a guy if you don't want to. We have all the choice we've ever had in human history. And what will women still do? Bitch.
I just
moan.
Let her cook.
That should be the most.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you? Hop over that shit. Come on. All right.
Took his food and dipped. Right.
What the fuck are you doing? Get in the car. I unlocked it. Get in the car.
Cussing at her and everything. That's bad. Write down below to tell me who you think killed chivalry, women or men, or was it a combination of both. I tell you what, I think a lot of things in how society go off what men allow and what men do. Nobody can dictate what a man would do or what he wouldn't allow, right? Only other men. You know, you have to be in a seat of power or throne, and or people have to stand up to another man if he's doing something wrong, right? So therefore, I think men kill chivalry. Men still kill chivalry because just because another man is doing something or you're not getting something what another man is getting, it don't stop you from doing what you got to do.
You guys know why we disrespect you guys, right? Okay, this looks like for the women that love you, that get out of pocket, okay? Because there's just like some naturally psychotic women that's like she's just gonna be out of pocket for everyone. So the way there's a doctor, his name is Dr. Eggeritz. He talks about love and respect, right? And it's in the Bible too, where women are commanded to respect their husbands and husbands are commanded to love their wives, right? And there's a reason for that. And so when I feel unloved, we tend to get disrespectful. And then if you feel like I'm disrespecting you, you're going to go out of your way to make sure that I don't feel loved and you're not going to cuddle with me. And it goes into this cycle and you never know when to hop off because it's like, well, do I want to hop off? No, he should hop off. When really it's like, once you know you're in the cycle, you should just hop off just for the greater good. Whoever figures it out first. So yeah, I think that's a common thing because when men blow up, nobody ever asks, what did she say? And I feel like we should start asking because it's really bad. And it's mad because
No, right, exactly, because people really don't ask men, well, what did she do? They just really ask you, what did you do? And they really just take her side because 9 times out of 10, they think that it was the man problem. I'll say this, though. As men, we must stay stoic in things that we feel and how we go about things. And after a while, if the woman that you are pursuing or the woman that you are with cannot catch on to, okay, I'm giving you chances to correct your wrongs, then you got to send her on her way.
What's the most challenging thing about dating as a 22-year-old woman?
Finding someone to date. Like, no one's really looking for relationships, I feel like. Or at least the guys that I've met.
So how would you describe the guys that you've met?
Well, I'll give you an example. So there was this one guy I met, and he was going to take me out on a date, and I said, okay, great. And he texted me, and he goes, okay, meet at my apartment at 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, no, that's not a date. You see, that's not what I want.
You don't think that maybe in the man's mind, he's like, okay, let's do that first, and then we could do something else after?
No, but that doesn't make me a respectable woman.
I bet this guy, or what if a guy did that to her, I bet this guy knows something about her and her past.
So, like, you have to take me out and spend money and invest on me, and then you can get the benefits.
Right.
So you're not a respectable woman if you pull up to a guy's house at 10 p.m. the first night and then sleep with him?
Yes. I've done that maybe like once or twice when in college and stuff like that, and like they never text you the next day. They never they don't see you as a respectable woman. But like in the contrary, when you go on dates and stuff before and like actually make them get to know you, then they're more invested and they want to spend more time with you.
She's done it before once or twice in college and multiply it by 3, like my boy J. Cole said. So with that being said, she just said it. This guy probably know this stuff and therefore he just like, nah, I'm straight. Or he just catch a vibe, what you used to be. what you used to be. And unfortunately, it's not my fault that you ain't have a father or you ain't have the correct figures in your life to be like, hey, don't do this, don't sleep with these guys, and this, that, and the third. Because as women, y'all get to choose who y'all get to sleep with. We as men, our fortunate thing is we get to choose who we be in a relationship with and who we marry. And this guy knew this about her, so therefore he was just like, yo, just come over. All right, if you don't want to do that, no, I'm not about to go spend my money, my time, my resources on you. That's something that you gave guys for free in the past, but now I got to work hard for it. It don't work like that. Women, we men ain't taking that crap no more. If you can't hold your legs together, if you can't hold your vagina to yourself and not let these no-forgetting guys get up inside you, and now I got to come here in order for me to get up inside you, you know, because you like me, I got to work hard for it. I got to pay. I got to spend time. I got to marry you. Not going to work like that, yo. Like I said, our luxury is we get to pick who we in a relationship with, and we get to pick who we marry. Your luxury is you get to pick who you have sex with.
The book is based on a survey where men and women were asked if they got 80% of everything they want in their ideal mate, would they be happy with that? And women said, no, that's settling. And men said, 80%, I'd be thrilled, that's a catch. And so
80% to the women you surveyed is settling?
That's settling because, you know, the question is, what actually makes us happy in long-term romantic love? And, you know, that's the question that I explore in the book. And I'm a journalist, so I went out and I asked neurobiologists about chemistry, and I asked behavioral economists about demographics, and I asked marital researchers.
What are women too picky about here?
Well, I'll tell you, men and women were asked what would be a deal breaker for going on a second date. And men named 3 things. They said she has to be cute enough. She doesn't have to look like Angelina Jolie. She just has to be cute enough. She has to be warm and kind. And she has to be interesting to talk to. Those seem like really valid criteria.
Ding, 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 ding. Pretty simple.
Right. Okay, reasonable, right? The women came back with 300 things that would rule out a guy for a second date. And we're talking about like another 2 hours and maybe a free dinner. And they wouldn't do it. And there were things like he wore a brown belt with black shoes. Or we were having a really good time and I thought he was cute and he was interesting. But then he did this Austin Powers impression. And I just can't get that out of my mind and I can't go out with him again. Austin Powers guy could be the love of her life.
How about new?
What do you bring to the table when you're in a relationship?
Everything.
Define everything.
Loyalty, sarcasm. Wait, why are you laughing?
I'm really hoping one day I can meet a girl who can bring sarcasm to my relationship.
Oh, I'm very sarcastic. If you can't get my sarcasm, we're not going to work. Without you even asking, I'll do something to make sure that your day is easier or that your life is easier.
What's an example of like something nice you do to make my day easier?
Okay, so one time this person said this to me and it always stuck, and you better do this too. So if you share like a shower, then if he has a loofah and you have a loofah, after you shower, you put your loofah behind his loofah, so that way when he goes, he doesn't have to move your loofah.
My loofah's always in the right spot. I don't know how
like
it got
if he's
there.
having a bad day, I make sure like the food is cooked and that like the house is nice and clean, so when he comes home, he can ignore me for 5 minutes and breathe and have some time to himself.
This is actually the best answer we've had today.
I like this one.
So do you ladies feel like women are seriously ready for emotionally intelligent men?
Kitty, what do you think? Okay, let's talk about what emotional intelligence comes with before we even get into this conversation, okay?
Was that Jada Pinkett Smith? She definitely ain't ready for no emotionally intelligent men.
We're talking about you wanting a man who is tolerant, who regulates his emotions, who also knows how to manage your emotions. But you're also talking about a man who knows how to navigate his sensitivities and everything else when it comes to that. But you have to consider that an emotionally intelligent man is good at cutting people off when he sees that your sensitivities bring too much reactivity. When he sees that you cannot regulate your emotions. When he sees that you have a low tolerance. This type of man that you are asking for is a man who will walk you out the door in a heartbeat. If he feels like you are disrupting his peace. If he feels like there's any level of disrespect, because there's a lot that comes with emotional intelligence. So if you asking for that, you got to come with the same level of emotional intelligence as well. Okay? That comes with a number of factors. So if you are a woman who knows that even though you may be sensitive to certain things like criticism, rejection, because you're not always going to be accepted. Sometimes he's going to bounce back, and sometimes he's going to say, I don't agree with your opinion. Sometimes he's going to say, I don't like those thoughts. Sometimes he's going to say, I don't like the way you speak to me. If you're not ready for that, don't be asking for an intelligent man.
Whoo! Listen, this podcast or this show be hit or miss for me. You know, I don't know. It might be more hit for other people, more miss for other people, but it be ultimately hit or miss for me. And this right here was a definitely hit. That woman was spitting. She was spitting facts.
I abstain from sex because I don't lay down with men. I wouldn't want to be the father of my children. I don't lay down with men that are emotionally unavailable. I don't lay down with men who don't just straight up respect and value my time and me as a person. I mean, either way, you guys are going to be mad because I'm going to continue to use my platform to inspire women to keep their legs closed until they find someone that's really worth laying down with and doing such a vulnerable act with.
Good job, Murph. We rocking with you.
Like that you talk too much. I don't like that you gave me two dads. It's confusing.
My homeboy said, I ain't gotta lie to women. Cause if she likes you enough, she'll lie to herself.
So the ultimate reason that 80% of divorces are filed by women is because we are selfish and self-centered, and we put our own unhappiness ahead of the commitments that we made in being a wife and oftentimes a mother. And we are grossly misguided to think that our happiness is in some other relationship or some other form of a lifestyle.
Buy a dog, cat, die alone.
I don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm gonna have to keep chasing her to keep her.
That's right.
Right.
You men that chase women, the moment you start chasing that woman, you're gonna have to keep chasing her.
Keep it up.
To keep her. You're gonna have to keep it up.
That's right.
And once she see you chasing her, she gonna deliberately do things that make you run her down.
That's right.
I chase God.
Amen.
I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black.
No.
And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color.
No, okay. I agree and I don't agree. I agree men should chase women because we as men, we like the thrill of the hunt. You know, you don't want nobody you can easily get. You know, if I can get you easily, then what the last man or the next man can do? He ain't got to put in no work to get you either. So yes, I would love to be able to chase down my woman and she expect things from me in order to get her, as I expect her to have had done in her past and hopefully ain't no future past me. But this is a hit or miss because I think that comes with an intelligent woman. You know, it's a difference between now that my man got me to make sure he's still on his P's and Q's. Now that my man got me, I'm still about to make him chase after me. You know, it's a big difference. Stand on your P's and Q's, and that's just something you have to do in a relationship. Stay on your P's and Q's as a woman. Stay on your P's and Q's as a man. And that's not just for her. It's just for you because if she up and choose and dip, guess what? There's other women still standing in line waiting for you.
You gonna eat tonight?
Dick.
Well, no. Food.
Kids.
Food.
Nut.
Food.
Semen.
You can't buy semen. Yes, you can. That is not a good.
I'll pay you for yours.
I'm hungry. What are we gonna eat? I can't.
I'll get whatever you want to eat. I'm gonna eat your kids. That's like I'm cool with that. Protein.
That is a demon. You hear me?
So I told Stephanie, I was like, maybe you should take care of them. And she was like, they're not in my section. And I was like, what do you mean they're not in your section?
Mhm.
That's where your section starts.
What?
I know. And I was like, I'm not about to fight with you over some guests.
Baby, how am I picking them?
You're a part of the problem.
Why am I attracting that?
Bro, it's the same thing I always say. If you 3 baby daddies in and they all deadbeats, you are a poor decision making woman. And I'm not trying to beat that down, into you, but maybe you need to stop for a second, stop popping them kids out like they candy, and chill out and reassess yourself and really reevaluate and be like, okay, what's going on with me? Because I'm not a cum bucket, because that's how it's coming off. That's how it come off to me. I'm sorry. Anybody that want to release in me can. There's no specialness in it. Anybody could get me pregnant. That's how I feel. That's how it looks. You don't have no type of self-control or thought process. You knew this dude for 3 months. And then this another thing. We were just talking about, I was talking to my makeup artist about this. If you are someone who is not a good judge of character, and girl, by 2 baby daddies, you know if you a good judge of character. I don't care. Because if both is bad, both baby daddies deadbeats. Like we said, girl. So if you know that, right? Wait. Get to know them. People can only hide who they are for so long unless they are psychopaths or you're just completely lying to yourself.
Game is game.
After 35 years, how do you keep the spark going in the love? And I see you actually groping your wife a little bit more than you should on stage, man. God, I'm praying for you, but
I promise you, I don't intend to do that, but it's a habit.
Your hand.
Like I make it a habit to touch her in some kind of affectionate way every day. Every day.
35 years.
If I don't, and she'll tell you this true. If she walk by and I don't touch her, she's like, what's up with that? She expects she'll put it out there a little extra, like, you gonna hit it? You gonna touch it?
So you got to touch her, man.
What?
That's what you got to do.
He got a basha.
Hey, yamba.
I got the anointed claw on it. My fingerprint embedded permanently.
That's essential, yo. That's essential. You got no other choice but to touch your woman in an intimacy way. She'll love it, you know. And men, we love intimacy as well, you know. I think if you ask a lot of people what's their love language, I think most people love language is physical touch, you know, intimacy. Touch me in a way that I would love to be touched.
Are you sure you want me to show you my full power?
Ooh.
Damn.
I believe a man can love a woman unconditionally, but I don't think a woman can love a man unconditionally.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think it's the other way around.
No.
I think a woman can love a man unconditionally. And
Not
most men...
Not forever.
You don't think so?
No.
Damn.
No. I think when a man loves a woman for real, like, he'll love her forever.
So I wholeheartedly think nobody can love anybody unconditionally. It's conditions to all love. But I do believe that a man is more capable of loving a woman unconditionally more than a woman can love a man unconditionally. And it's because it is. Men accept most things from women. You know, it's in his nature because he wants her to be happy and loved and feel protected. So therefore, most things he would accept. One of the most things men would not accept, it is a woman being promiscuous, her having a promiscuous past, you know, untrustworthiness. Because at that point, he don't know the kid that he's having with you is his child or not.
A lot of y'all wouldn't even have no kids if you could only get pregnant if the man that you wanted would marry you. Let me break it down slow for some of y'all. If the only way you could get pregnant was that the man that you wanted, the man you actually want, would have to marry you first, a lot of y'all would not be mothers.
Right.
You know why? Because a lot of the men that y'all dealt with didn't want you in that way. They only wanted to have sex with you and you just so happened to get pregnant, and because it was your body, your choice, you got to keep it. Right. But you don't get to dictate marriage. You can dictate keeping that baby, but you can't dictate getting the man that you actually want to marry you. You cannot force him to do that. Either he wants to or he don't. And most of the time, they don't. And they finesse you into not wanting it too because you know you'll never get it out of them.
Right.
I know a lot of these conversations go over y'all head, and I have to remember I'm dealing with a group of girls who think that they got high standards because they turned down ice cream dates, but they smashed dudes from Tinder on the same day because he bought a surf and turf. So I understand how these conversations go over y'all head and y'all miss it because y'all are backwards. You are backwards. Your understanding and comprehension is backwards. But I'm going to continue to keep talking about this because the community is suffering. The kids are suffering. And y'all don't want to change it. You don't want to get to the root of the problem, but I'm going to keep getting to the root of the problem.
Preach, sister. Preach. Wholeheartedly agree with her on everything that she said. Fathers need to be in women's lives. Allow these men to be met by men that you love in your life. There'll be a lot less fatherless homes and a lot less single mothers out here.
It's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
All right, but look, let me know what y'all think about the video. Watch another video, because that'll help me in the YouTube algorithm. Comment below y'all favorite part, tags and time, so I know what you're talking about. And I'm going to get with y'all on the next video. I'm going to give y'all 2 to the side. I'm out.